Chuck Sawicki from SCORE is in the Carolina School of Broadcasting Storm Studio to share his presentation, How to Start and Grow Your Business. Chuck Sawicki has over 4 decades of sales, marketing, and general management experience. He received a BA in economics from Notre Dame and an MBA from Washington University in St. Louis. He served as a U.S. Army officer, graduating from ROTC as a distinguished military graduate. Chuck spent 21 years with Dun & Bradstreet. For the next 22 years, he worked for Smith Barney as a trainer in New York and moved to Florida as a branch manager and senior vice president wealth advisor before he retired. During retirement, Chuck has been active as a SCORE volunteer and small business certified mentor. And in 2013, he won its annual chapter award. For nearly 50 years, Mr. Sawicki has been a Rotarian and has been a volunteer ambassador for Road Scholar, the largest nonprofit educational travel company. He has traveled to all 50 states and 100 countries, and he has served on nonprofit boards and donor development committees.
Thank you, and welcome to those of you who are among the 500,000 people a month who try to start a new business in the United States, and 72% of the public who thinks about starting a business. The best advice that I have ever heard has worked for over 80 years and rescued many businesses as far back as the Great Depression. They are 24 words in the Rotary 4-way test. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? 60% of employees work for companies that are over 10 years old. I recommend that early in your career, you get experience working for others before you try to start your own business. SCORE is a resource partner to the U.S. Small Business Administration, celebrating its 50th anniversary in 2014. 320 chapters of over 11,000 certified small business volunteer mentors have assisted over 10 million entrepreneurs in starting and growing small businesses in all 50 states. The mission of SCORE is to grow successful small businesses across America, one business at a time. Small business represent 99% of all employers and create 75% of new jobs. SCORE services include free face-to-face mentoring, access online to all 600 skill sets of SCORE's National Volunteer Network, support tools and templates to help with specific problems and tasks, a series of workshops at minimal cost for class materials addressing the key steps for starting and growing a small business. Please visit our website for further information at charlotte.score.org and score.org, or call the local Charlotte chapter at 704-344-6576. You will find a volunteer mentor on duty during the week from 10 to 3. One of the purposes of this introduction to entrepreneurship is to help you decide if you have the temperament to justify the risk. Many successful entrepreneurs are risk takers, have business focus, determination, the ability to delegate, are knowledge seekers, are creative thinkers, have confidence, are promoters, independent, and are relationship builders. You need to decide for yourself, are you a self-starter? Can you get along with different personalities? Can you make good decisions? Do you have the physical and emotional stamina to run a business? Can you plan, organize, direct, and control people? Is your drive strong enough? Can your family deal with the stress of owning a business? There is a saying that ideas are a dime a dozen, but those that are implemented can be worth millions. Around 500,000 businesses are started every month. My experience is that only 5 to 10% become really successful, and the reason for that is a lack of experience, insufficient cash, poor location in the retail business, poor inventory control, overinvestment in fixed assets, poor credit, personal use of business funds, unexpected growth, competition, and low sales. What it takes to be successful. The most important thing, in my opinion, is a written plan, a vision of where you are and where you want to go. Credit worthiness. It takes as much as a year to 2 years to rebuild a poor credit record. Adequate equity and debt financing. To be client-focused, you need to decide if you have a hobby or do you have a business that's self-sustaining. Successful marketing mix. Innovation with passion. A world-class product or service. An ability to retain an effective and complementary team. Focus on your core competence and the ability to outsource the rest. Legally protect your business with a good lawyer and good accountants. The Simple Steps for Starting a Business workshop series provides 5 3-hour workshops that help the participant turn their idea into action with tools, templates, and personalized advice. The first workshop is free and focuses on the basics of testing your business idea and identifying the key factors that influence startup success. It provides you with an overview of the skills and tools you need when deciding to start a business. In this session, you learn about the advantages and disadvantages of owning a business, the most profitable form for your business, and the fundamentals of formation, organization, marketing, cash flow, and funding sources. The Simple Steps 2 is a 3-hour workshop focusing on your business concept and step-by-step guidance in researching your idea, your market, and your competition. At the end of the business concept workshop, you are able to identify your target markets, describe your products and services, and collect key competitive information to support your feasibility plan. The Simple Steps 3 provides you with an introduction to marketing communication methods and tools to maximize your customer reach. The discussion in the marketing plan workshop covers pricing strategies, positioning, the difference between features and benefits, and different marketing strategies. At the end of this session, you will know how to outline your marketing strategy, test your marketing message, choose the right sales channel, and exercise your marketing strategy. Simple Steps 4 uses exercises to help you better understand financial concepts. This session reviews sales, prices, financial risk and rewards, true startup costs, ongoing operating expenses, setting benchmarks for tracking progress, and organization of all financial information. Using a hands-on approach, you learn how to use our financial model to forecast sales revenue and build solid pro forma financial forecasts. Simple Steps 5 offers information on how to finance your business. In this session, discussion includes sources of funds, accounting, credit, bank relations, ratio analysis, and monthly preparation and review of financial statements. A bank loan officer will give inside view of how a banker assesses the merits of business plans and loan application. At the end of the series, you have all the tools necessary to decide whether or not to launch your new business. The lessons I've learned over 50 years is to have that written plan. Partner with another. The power of pairs. Get a good assessment of what your strengths and weaknesses are, and decide whether you're a visionary like Steve Jobs. Are you an analytical like Steve Wozniak? Are you a persuader? Are you a controller, good with finances? You're going to have to deal with a lot of rejection, so you need to know that you can handle that rejection. I like the term SW. Some will, some won't. So what? Some wait to be asked. So you can't be worried about rejection. Also, what's in it for the other person? With them. An effective elevator speech is so important. It only takes 7 seconds to make a first impression. Narrow your focus to 3 points or less. Develop your competitive advantages and add value. Learn to live below your means. Your significant other needs to be your best cheerleader. Small business financing sources are mostly friends and family, your own savings, not bank loans, personal assets and debt, your business earnings, credit cards, home equity, but be careful so you don't do something that'll cause you to lose your home. Suppliers have an incentive to have you be successful, so often they will supply you with supplier credit. Bank loans are hard to get for startups. Friends and family and competitors can be sources of funds. Private loans, leasing, your accounts receivable are often put up as collateral. The new source for financing, called crowdfunding, where you're allowed to pre-sell or borrow using the internet to get small business financing sources. The most important feature of starting a business or growing a business is having a good business plan outline. Your executive summary, your mission statement, and your vision are the most important part and the only part that many people read. So write the executive summary section last. Don't use actual dates. Use generic dates like 6 months or 1 year. Have a good description of your products and services. Identify your market opportunity. Describe your market and how you plan to be successful at selling your products and services. Price, location, promotion, servicing, etc. Your management is important. Describe your team, including their backgrounds and qualifications. The competition section of your business plan, in my opinion, is very important, just like your executive summary. Describe your competition and your advantages and challenges. Visit them. Get to know them. I've seen many businesses that have health problems and are burned out, and they're primed to turn over their business to you and let you buy it out over time. Financing. Describe how you plan to attract your equity and debt financing, including cash flow, break-even, balance sheets, and income and expense statements. Industry trends. Describe your industry trends for the next 3 to 5 years. Use your local business librarian. Their services are free. There's dozens of online databases available to you and publications that are free to use at the library. Business viability. Describe how you're going to overcome the perceived problems. Describe your operations and facilities. And then have your last section be the attachments and milestones and supporting documents for the people that want to read all the detail. Finally, your business plan needs to answer these questions. Is there a market for these ideas? Can they be sold? Can the idea be delivered? How will the idea be serviced and maintained? Can you charge for the idea? Can the invoice be collected? I'm a believer in the 10-year, 10,000 rule to building a successful business. Multiple researchers and psychologists have tested and proven that it takes a minimum of 10 years of focused, consistent practice to develop top-tier expertise in any discipline. That 10,000-hour calculation is obtained by spending at least 20 hours a week in a task totaling 1,000 hours a year for 10 years. Research shows that persistence and motivation can be taught. Confidence with insecurities don't seem to go together, but those plus impulse control are the 3 characteristics that most successful businesses possess. In closing, study very closely your SWOT analysis, your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Then listen and review your elevator pitch. It is important that you review your business plan and unique value proposition. Can it make money? How do you know there is a market and a demand for the product? To build lasting, unique value, the product must be able to be differentiated from the competition, as opposed to a commodity which only competes on price. Don't look back. Somebody might be gaining on you. Good luck, and thank you for listening. Please visit our website for further information at www.charlotte.score.org or www.score.org, or you can call the Charlotte office at 704-344-6576, which is staffed during the week with volunteers from 10 to 3.